Monday Night Raw has officially arrived on Netflix, and we're here to talk about it, man. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE MANIACI. Last night, at the time of this record, Monday Night Raw made its debut on the infamous streaming platform of Netflix, man, and the show was great. It had some moments. It was a very interesting show, and I just want to give my recap, my thoughts and opinions on each match, each segment, what I noticed, what I liked, what I didn't like. We're gonna go through it all in this video, man. Now, on a side note, last night I did attempt to live stream to both this channel and my Twitch. Yeah, I kind of misconfigured some things, so the stream disconnected here on YouTube, but we were able to fully stream the whole watch along on my Twitch. But I think moving forward, though, we're gonna start doing wrestling live streams strictly here on the MKE MANIACI wrestling channel. So starting this Friday, I still got to configure some things. I was gonna go live tonight for NXT, but I gotta figure a couple more things out. But anyway, back to Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix, man. So we started the show off. We had a cold open from Triple H, and I love this video package right here. It was like the ring was covered up with this apron tarp thing, and you know, I love the video package because I feel like this is a perfect introduction or reintroduction to the product. You know, it's pretty much a history of everything, the great moments in WWE. And for a lot of fans who have never watched the product or haven't watched in 20 plus years, you know, they could sit at home and go on Netflix. Everyone has Netflix. Go on there and say, hey, Monday Night Raw is on Netflix now. I might have to tune in. This isn't on USA or Spike TV or anymore, or TNN. No, it's here on Netflix. I gotta tune in. And you know, to start the show off that way, pretty much introducing the product and what it's all about, and Triple H having the microphone, getting the crowd hype. Perfect, man. A salute to Triple H. Everything he's done creatively, Triple H is the man. He is the man. So afterwards, The Rock's music hits. Talk about the pop, man. The Rock came out. He had the People's Championship, man. Listen, The Rock came out. The first thing I noticed, I'm like, he's clearly still in Final Boss form. Don't get me wrong, he's still in Final Boss form, but I noticed he's fist bumping the crowd. He's shaking hands with the fans. He's smiling. He looks like a baby face. And I'm kind of caught off guard by this. So he starts cutting his promo. You know, he gave props to Cody Rhodes, man. He even hugged Cody Rhodes. Like it was less than a year ago. Yeah, Cody Rhodes busted open, bleeding outside of his own tour bus. He threatened to mail Cody's blood to Mama Rhodes last year. But I'm gonna touch more on this later, though. But The Rock gets in the ring, man, does you know, The Rock in promo, that's like bread and butter. So he does a promo, and one thing I did notice, man, of course we're here on Netflix. I don't expect a lot of profanity to be used, but The Rock was the perfect one to kick it off when he, you know, said the BS word. Perfect, man. And it felt so different, like a breath of fresh air to hear that in wrestling and it not be bleeped out, man. That's just a side note. So The Rock pretty much was saying, you know, he was going to be watching the Roman versus Solo match very carefully. And then this leads us into Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Tribal combat with the right to be called the official tribal chief. Paul Heyman had the Ulafala in his hand. This match was great. Of course, you know, we got the interference from Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn as well. And honestly, I was not expecting Kevin Owens to get involved, but of course Kevin Owens definitely has a beef with Roman. There's definitely some guys. You look at Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, man, you can even probably throw Seth Rollins in that. These guys forever got beef with Roman Reigns, man, honestly. But Kevin Owens gets involved. This match was great, and I definitely got to give credit to Solo Sikoa and just his ability to storytell, not just in this match, but throughout, you know, this whole Timu bloodline that he's been running, man. To think Solo Sikoa was in NXT less than 3 years ago. Like, he was in NXT, and what he's been able to do, Solo Sikoa has definitely come a long way. I don't know what's next for Solo, but Yeah, Solo looked great in this match. Roman Reigns looked like $1,000,000 in this match, and Roman getting the win. Actually had that right on my prediction of Roman defeating Solo, and it was the right call. So then The Rock comes out. At this point, I'm like, okay, it's about to go down. The Rock's out here now. Roman's in the ring. The Rock, he's walking down. I'm like, oh yeah, it's sizzling now. It's sizzling now. Rock goes up to Paul Heyman. He asked Heyman, can I get the Ulafala? And I had this in my prediction. I'm like, The Rock's going to be the one to put the Ulafala onto Roman Reigns himself. So he does this. He goes up to Roman. He puts it around Roman's neck. I'm like, oh, we about to get a Rock. At this point, it's boiling right now. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I had it in my prediction. He's got a rock bottom Roman after putting that Ulafala on his neck. And they don't do it. Instead, they embrace each other. Roman throws up the one. He's the official tribal chief. The Rock even acknowledged him as the head of the table. And that was that. Now, I think they're doing this very, very strategic. And I like this. You know, clearly, The Rock still has that final boss edge in him. Clearly. And they know how to really engage us fans, because now every time that The Rock makes an appearance on WWE television, we're all going to be watching intently like, okay, this is going to be the moment he's going to turn on Roman. No, this is going to be the moment. Wait, no, he didn't do it last week. This is going to be the moment where he's going to rock bottom Roman. And when that does happen, oh, it's going to go crazy. You think last year was crazy with The Rock turning heel again? Oh, best believe this is going to be even more crazy, man. This is going to be even more insane. And, you know, The Rock has been pretty much a babyface the entire night, which honestly was not expected at all. So I definitely like that they took like a left field type of approach with The Rock and his character, but it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. The final boss ain't going nowhere. Best believe that. All right. So next up, the greatest of all time, the GOAT John Cena came out and cut a promo, man. I do believe this was John's last time being in LA. Of course, LA is a city that is very near and dear to John Cena. You know, Cena talked about his history of sleeping in the cars in California, you know, working at the gym and whatnot, and also winning his first ever WWE championship at WrestleMania 21 at the then Staples Center in Los Angeles, man, which I remember that like it was yesterday, man. It's crazy that we're almost 20 years after that. Insane. So John Cena started casting some doubts on if he deserves a shot at the World Championship, to win number 17, to break the record. Now, of course, John Cena's name holds a lot of weight to it. I'm pretty sure he could just ask for a championship match and get it, but Cena wants to do it the fair way. John points out that he hasn't won a match since 2018. He wants to earn it. He said, I could win Money in the Bank and cash in. I could win the Elimination Chamber. But he also said, I could win the Royal Rumble, which in my opinion, Cena's one of the top favorites right now for me. Cena could be on his road to winning his third Royal Rumble, man. His final Royal Rumble, he's officially declared for it. I can't wait for it, man. I can wait though throughout the duration of this farewell tour, man. I'm not ready for Cena to go yet. I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. So after this, we get a Logan Paul video package, which I think was done on purpose right after the John Cena promo. You know, it's been a lot of rumors of maybe Cena's last Mania opponent's going to be Logan Paul, which I hope that's not the case. Nothing against Logan Paul. The guy's an incredible athlete. But as far as Cena's last WrestleMania opponent, maybe SummerSlam, but not Mania. So Logan pretty much is all in full time. He's dedicating all of his time to being in the WWE now. And, you know, of course, they show Logan in the crowd. The crowd, of course, not rocking with Logan. But yeah, moving on, we had Liv Morgan defend the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley, man. This is the conclusion to their feud. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was advertised as a last woman standing match. I don't know if I just seen that wrong somewhere or if plans changed, but Nonetheless, this was a great match. This was a great match. Both of them looked great. Of course, you had Dom and Raquel at ringside. Rhea Ripley defeating Liv Morgan was the right call. I actually got that right on my prediction as well. I told you guys, the first Raw on Netflix, they gotta have a championship, you know, a championship change hands. You gotta show the executives and the people tuning in like, oh yeah, it goes down here on Raw. We could switch championships here on Monday Night Raw. So that was dope to see. After the match, Dominic Mysterio pretty much full circle, crawling back on his knees to mommy. Rhea said, nah, kick to the nuts, riptide. Now at this point, I'm like, we gotta hear Becky Lynch's music. Let's run it back one more time. Becky versus Rhea. And we didn't hear Becky's music, but we did hear a gong of the Undertaker coming out, the American Badass on a motorcycle coming out and sharing an incredible moment with Rhea Ripley. I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't, bro. That's the last song I thought was gonna play. The last person I thought would come out during a Rhea Ripley victory would be the Undertaker, but that was a great moment. Passing of the torch moment, man. Rhea is, you know, salute to Liv Morgan and everything she's done during her championship run, but you know, Rhea, man, you gotta give Rhea her flowers. And you know, and she took what Charlotte and Sasha, Bayley, and Becky done with the women's revolution, and Rhea took it to the next level, man. Rhea is dope. All right, so after that, we get Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, man. Now, this, the entrance, man, Travis Scott came out alongside Jey Uso. He had the new hardcore championship, you know, personally customized for him. But he also had he had a blunt in his hand. He was smoking a little bit of that Reggie throughout the crowd. He blowing smoke in the air throughout the crowd, man. If you would have told me 10, 15 years ago that we would have rappers on screen smoking, walking through alongside WWE superstars, I would have laughed in your face. But Travis Scott was lit, man. You could tell he was in a moment, having the time of his life. And but on to the match though. Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Every match here tonight, or last night on Raw on Netflix, was great. You know, Jey Uso defeated Drew McIntyre, which I did not see that one coming, man. I was betting on Drew McIntyre to beat Jey to start this year off, but Jey Uso getting a win was definitely unexpected. All right, so we then get a backstage moment between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Roman, you know, announces January 27th. He then goes into a room with WWE 2K25 on the door. Now, last night, I don't know if you guys seen, but they did release 4 or 5 screenshots of the WWE 2K25 video game series. I'm assuming we're going to hear more on January 27th, and your boy loves the WWE 2K series. In fact, I do have a gaming channel, MANIACI Games, link down below, where we do universe mode videos, and we're going to be picking it back up when 2K25 releases. But after that, Hulk Hogan came out alongside Jimmy Hart. Now, I get it. WWE probably thought, hey, this is a great idea. This is a monumental moment. Let's get one of the guys that helped build this place to come in. You got the mouth of the South alongside of him. Listen, Hulk Hogan got his ass booed out the arena, man. Nobody in LA was trying to hear what Hulk Hogan was trying to say. I laughed this entire segment, man. I don't even know what Hulk Hogan was saying. I was laughing so much. He was out there to promote something, but I didn't even know what he was promoting. It was hilarious, man. It was absolutely hilarious, man. Just seeing Hulk Hogan get booed, yo, and then he just continues to talk, and like he's just like WWE Netflix probably told WWE, yeah, this Hulk Hogan guy, never again. Don't bring him back. All right, man. Main event time. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. This is a WrestleMania caliber match, and we got it the first Raw of the Netflix era. This match was incredible. It definitely set the standard for what I expect every week as far as match quality goes, man. Punk and Rollins, man, legends. Incredible. Quite honestly, bro, 2 of the best on the roster right now when it comes to wrestling ability. These 2 went insane in this match. I loved Seth Rollins getting out of his element, you know, arguing with the ref. You can feel that frustration from Seth Rollins. That animosity was felt throughout this match. I love Rollins hitting the GTS on Punk, which was the first time anyone's hit a GTS on CM Punk. We saw CM Punk put a curb stomp on on Seth Rollins, man. This was a great match, but CM Punk ended up getting the win over Seth Rollins, which made sense as well. So I do have a couple of notes from this show. I did notice that there was no Travis Scott performance. I know they were saying Travis Scott's going to be performing the new theme song for Monday Night Raw. We didn't get that. I don't know if Travis arrived late or if they, I don't know if they had to cut that out. Another thing we didn't get was no tag team match. I'm pretty sure they were advertising New Day versus Rey Mysterio and a partner of his choice, which would, of course, I would assume be revealed as Penta. But we did get a Penta, vignette pretty much announcing it's official. He's coming to Monday Night Raw, and I believe he will be making his debut against Chad Gable next week, man. So, so yeah, we didn't get that. Of course, Kofi and Xavier also kind of elaborated why we didn't get that. But I kind of want to know the real reason why we didn't get that. We also, of course, like I said, we didn't see a Becky Lynch return. I thought that would have happened tonight, but there's always the Royal Rumble. And, you don't want to give away too much here tonight on the Raw Netflix. You don't want to give away too much, man. You got Becky, you still got some things in the tuck that you can pull out as we are heading into the Royal Rumble. Now some things that I didn't like. Let's get a little critical. So in my notes, I didn't like the fact that the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther was not there live. We did get a video package of Gunther pretty much saying he's still dominant, he's still the man, and it was cool that Cody Rhodes was there. He's the WWE champion, but Gunther is the World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther is the guy that you're gonna see every Monday night on Netflix. He is the leader of the locker room. He is Raw's champion. He should have been there live. Gunther should have been there live, man. So I didn't like that. The Women's Intercontinental Championship final should have also taken place. I think that would have been a great platform. Crown new champions on the first Raw on Netflix. That would have been dope as well. But other than that, other than those two things, man, last night's show was great. I enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to what we get. I just hope they can keep up this momentum. This is a hot season for the WWE. We got the Royal Rumble, then afterwards Elimination Chamber. We got some Saturday night main event, and of course we are on the road to WrestleMania above all else, man. So this is gonna be an incredible era. I'm looking forward to seeing what they got in store for us. The show was great last night, man. And y'all, please let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me for more wrestling related content. And I'll see y'all in the next video. It's your boy MKE MANIACI. I'm out.